Hi, Nick Dogan, North State Law. We safeguard your professional license so you can get back to business. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me if you want to get a lot more content from me. We may have some more, we're probably going to have some more videos geared towards engineers, which this video will be, but we're also going to have some more videos that are going to be updates to statutory changes when the North Carolina General Assembly concludes. I'm not exactly sure when that is, but it's probably within the next 6 months. I know they've been making a lot of changes and they have a lot of more proposed changes coming up. So I'm going to do my best to kind of keep everybody up to date on general statutory changes geared towards licensed professionals. And then also if there's statutory changes geared towards engineers and land surveyors, I'll put this on there as well. So it's a great way to kind of get a little bump and say, hey, here's a new video geared towards professional licensing in North Carolina. Also, if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. That way everybody will know is that, hey, this could be a pretty good video. I'll check it out. All right. I would really appreciate that as well. If it's not a good video, let me know. Put a comment in there and go, hey, you could have done X, Y, or Z better. As long as it's good feedback, I would appreciate that. So, all right. So what we're going to be talking about today is basically how engineers in North Carolina have to be aware of who you recommend to project owners. Okay. Project owners being those that you're doing the project for, right? So it's going to be a homeowner if they're doing a build or a renovation. It's going to be if you're going to do work for a commercial entity, doing a wall, whatever the case may be. This is going to be more towards structural engineers because those are going to be the engineers that are going to be doing work in conjunction with general contractors. The reason I know that is my dad's been an engineer for over 40, 50 years, somewhere around there. And he's also a general contractor. So they do go hand in hand from my experience and then working with other engineers as running my business since 2019. So this statute the statute I'm going to talk about is North Carolina General Statute 87-13. Check out the description. There's going to be a link to that in there. And you're going to look at it and go, why the hell is this guy putting something in for general contractors? I'm an engineer. He's an idiot. That's not true. It specifically says unauthorized practice of contracting, impersonating contractor, false certificate, giving false evidence to the board. That obviously is general contracting, what they mean. But if you look further on down in that particular statute, it says verbatim, any architect or engineer who recommends to any project owner the award of a contract to anyone not properly licensed under this article shall be deemed guilty of a Class 2 misdemeanor. Okay? A lot of scary language at the end, Class 2 misdemeanor, so you can catch some charges. Don't want to have that. You want to avoid that as best as possible. And it's pretty easy to avoid. So all you have to do is do not refer any unlicensed contractor to a project owner, especially when the project is $40,000 and above, because that right now, as of 2025, is kind of the trigger. Like you have to have a license as a general contractor, $40,000 and above. So I learned in day one in law school, basically, it had nothing to do with the practice of law. It had everything to do with your reputation as a licensed professional. And that is know who you refer people to. Have a good relationship with people that you're going to be doing business with, not only on the client side, but on the other licensed professional side, okay? Because when you refer somebody to somebody else and they do a bad job, inevitably that falls back on you. Well, why'd you refer me to this idiot? This guy's a shyster. He did a terrible job. Why would you refer me to somebody like this? So know who you're referring people to, because not only can it fall back on you and your reputation, but it can also potentially, in this particular case, lead to a misdemeanor. Now, is a prosecutor going to take their time out to prosecute somebody for something like this? I think that's debatable, but why even bother running that risk? And the other biggest thing is, although that statute gives the authority to the general contracting board and not the engineering board, what do you think the engineering board is going to do if they find out about it? They've got their own code and their own statute. So if we look at the administrative code, 21 NCAC 56.0701, there's not a lot in there that really would talk about, a potential violation of 87-13. But if you look into the statute geared towards engineers and land surveyors, 8721A, and I'll have both of these in the description as well, that does mention 3 different things where it could fall in. Really 2, because we talk about subsection 1, fraud or deceit in obtaining or renewing a certificate of licensure or certificate of authorization. I don't think you would have to worry about it falling under that. But number 2, definitely gross negligence, incompetence, or misconduct in the practice of the profession. And then subsection 6, I think they could throw this one in there if they wanted to, professional incompetence, although I think they geared that more towards like the actual engineering work. But you definitely may fall under number 2 if you violate the General Contracting Board's 8713, because I think they can make a pretty good argument that it was gross negligence or incompetence or frankly misconduct in the practice of the profession as well. So make sure you check out those different codes and statutes in the description. Be very aware to whom you make referrals. Make sure that they're licensed. If their license is required for the job, you can vet that on the Licensed General Contracting Board. You can check their name out. Ask them for a license number, and then you can check the license number on the GC Board's website. Easiest way to go about it, and put that in your policies and procedures as well. So have your staff check that, print out or download the actual license so you can have it in your file as well. So it's easy peasy. So if you got any questions, please check out the other videos on North State Law's YouTube channel. Also check out the blogs on my website, northstatelawfirm.com. And if you still can't find what you're looking for in either one of those spots, please give me a call or text at 919-521-8810 and you get a free 15-minute discovery call with a member of my staff and Keep Designing North Carolina. Hope everybody has a fantastic day. Bye-bye.